Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra comes with a massive list of software features, and going through the settings to set up for the first time can be overwhelming. So in this video, I will tell you about 10 things you need to do first on your Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. To navigate on this tablet, by default we get these navigation buttons at the bottom of the display, but you can change them to gesture-based navigation as well. To do this, go in Settings, then in Display, and here select Navigation Bar. Here you can choose between buttons or swipe gestures. You can also change the sequence of buttons and also set them to appear on the right or left side for easy one-hand use. When it comes to gestures, there are two types of gesture controls. You can swipe up from the bottom of the display to go home and back, or you can swipe up from the bottom of the display to go home and swipe from right or left edge of the display to go back. I personally really like it because it allows me to freely control navigation on this massive display instead of being confined to the 3 buttons at the bottom of the display. It is also a good idea to configure the edge panels on your Tab S8 Ultra because on such a big display, edge panels make it easier to launch apps quickly and carry out certain functions. To do this, go in Settings, then in Display, and here go in Edge Panels. Here you can select from different types of panels like Apps, Smart Select, Live Messages, Contacts, Tools, etc. You can also change the handle position, its color, size and transparency. Once done, you can access these panels anytime by swiping the panel bar visible on the display and scroll through its contents. It also lets you to edit apps and functions that you want to keep in the edge panels and access them quickly whenever you want. Next up, by default, we get this media page if we scroll to the left of the home screen. Now here you can choose between two options, Google Discover or Samsung Free. Samsung Free is a Samsung's news and entertainment hub. You can see live TV here through Samsung TV, play instant games and read latest news. I personally don't like having this page here, so I've turned the whole thing off, and you can do that simply by toggling it off while you are in the home screen editing mode. But if you do like to stay on top of news and things happening around the world, you can choose to keep it here. On Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, we get this notch at the top. Now some people might be okay with it while others may not like it too much. So there is an easy way to get rid of it. And because we get a huge 14.6-inch display here, it won't make much of a difference. Here is how to do this. First, go in Settings, then in Display, and go in Full Screen Apps. And here you can select individual apps where you can hide the notch at the top and not have to worry about it. For me, it didn't make much of a difference even with or without the notch, because after a while of use, I stopped noticing it, and even if I hide it, I'm always using Tab S8 Ultra in horizontal orientation, so having slightly bigger bezel at the top doesn't bother me. One of the best things about this tablet is that it ships with S Pen in the box. You don't have to purchase it separately. As you would be using S Pen regularly, one of the most important things to set up is what happens as soon as you remove your S Pen from its attachment at the back of the tablet. To do that, go in Settings, then in Advanced Features, and here go in S Pen. Scroll down to Removal Settings, select when S Pen is removed, and it will bring up 3 options: Open Air Command, Create Note, and Do Nothing. You can select whether you want to open the Notes app and take a note as soon as you remove the S Pen, or you can choose to bring up the Air Command menu. Since you will be using S Pen quite a bit on this tablet, it's important to set this up right away. There is also this excellent S Pen safety feature, which if you accidentally leave it behind, your tablet will notify you that S Pen is not attached. This simple feature can save you unnecessary headache and money. Tab S8 Ultra is one of the best devices to consume media on, and it comes with very good quad stereo speakers. But there is also an option to make the experience even better, as it features Dolby Atmos support. To do this, go in Settings, then in Sound and Vibration, and here go in Sound Quality and Effects. Toggle on Dolby Atmos if it isn't already on, and here you will see different profiles for movie, music and voice. And each one focuses on its primary objective to bring the best experience forward. You can choose the profile according to what you plan on doing with the tablet. You can also set it to auto mode, which will automatically optimize the experience according to your usage. There is also Dolby Atmos support for gaming, which will optimize the sound automatically when you are playing a game on it. By default, the side key is programmed to launch Bixby when you long press it, but you can change it to open the power off menu. To do this, go in Settings, then in Advanced Features, and here go in Side key. You will see 2 options here, for double press and press and hold. By default, double press is set to launch the camera, but it also lets you to select any other app to launch by double pressing the Side key. Then you can also change the press and hold to launch power off menu instead of waking Bixby. However, if you choose to keep it at Bixby, it also shows you the tutorial about the ways you can bring up the power off menu. Moving on, Tab S8 Ultra comes with a wide-angle front camera. and the place where it is located is also perfect, so it can be used horizontally like a laptop or media consumption device. The chances are that you will be spending a good amount of time making video calls as well, so there are some pretty interesting features to help you with this. First, go in settings, then in advanced features, and here go in video call effects. Here you can select default background colors and even add background images from your gallery. These features help you to hide your background for privacy reasons. You will also see all the supported apps installed on your Tab Asset Ultra here. So Zoom and Google Duo already support this feature. However, WhatsApp is missing for now. Hopefully, the support for WhatsApp will come in future as well. Next feature that you should look into is creating app pairs on your Tab Asset Ultra. App pairs take the advantage of the multi-window feature and will allow you to launch multiple apps together at the same time. It is a very handy feature to use and utilizes the screen real estate of this tablet to its maximum. So here is how you can create app pairs. You can do this for 2 or even 3 apps. First, you have to launch apps in multi-window. Then tap on this icon in the middle and then tap on the smaller icon. This will create a new app pair which will move to the edge panel, and that is where these app pairs will reside and can be launched from. So to access the app pairs, open the edge panel and bring up the apps panel. You will see all your app pairs here. Simply tapping on these app pairs will launch all the apps in the pair together in multi-window. Next, I want to show you one very important feature that will save you a lot of battery on your Tab Asset Ultra. It comes with a massive 11,200 mAh battery, which on paper is a lot. But it also has a massive display with 120Hz refresh rate and HDR10+, and all of this takes its toll on battery life. So it is always a good idea to take measures to get the best out of battery life on this tablet. To do this, go in settings and then go in battery and device care, and here go in battery. Now select background usage limits and toggle on put unused apps to sleep. Below this you will see 3 categories: sleeping apps, deep sleeping apps, and never sleeping apps. You can go in each of these categories and manually add apps to them. This will ensure that your battery resources are available to the apps you use most, instead of being drained by the apps that sit idly in your app drawer in the background and only get used once or twice in days. So that's about it from this video, guys. I hope these features will help you to get the most out of your Tab Asset Ultra. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.